Good day. This is the metabolism pathway. Is the series of the stress and obesity. We're trying to establish a ground how metabolism starts, and then we discuss it as we continue these series in the future. Please subscribe that you can get the information when the video is available. My name is Dr. Reza Naghavi, and we talk about this cycle, which is very known cycle, but it's kind of made it simple, is a Krebs cycle. And Krebs cycle in biochemistry is very known. Then there are three products that we consume: lipid, carbohydrate, and protein. Then lipid will be metabolized by fatty acids, and then they have a coenzyme to go through and eventually bring another product, because fatty acids go down with NADH, the simple name is vitamin B3, and FADH, which is simple to vitamin B2. Then automatically you should know that all the vitamin Bs are coenzymes. These are just the two. I mean, there are B12, B6, other vitamin involved in this cycle as eventually receive the coenzyme and break down an acid-CoA produced. Then goes through this citric acid cycle, which is again over there added different vitamin or mineral like E, C, different enzymes that eventually produce ATP, which is your energy. That we constantly talk about, I don't have energy. I have too much energy sometimes. Then the same thing goes with carbohydrate, but you need to understand the difference between lipid, protein, and carbohydrate. Carbohydrates, we talk about glucose, but you need to understand we are not talking about just table sugar. There's glucose, there is lactose still glucose, there is maltose still glucose. And these glucose chemistry, which you can find it in grain, complex carbohydrate, and beans and different kind, and then eventually become sugar in the body through the liver. Then glucose has to go break down, they call it glycolysis, which right there produce ATP. What that means, it means that is there, it is a fast energy that take you from point A to point B. And we're going to discuss that as we continue talking about how stress messes this glucose up. And then the same story goes, NADH coming, which is the niacinamide. And then in the other side, then oxidized goes down. Same story, acid-CoA go to citrus cycle and give you ATP again. Then all the protein or amino acids, there's about between 20 to 22 amino acids, 9 of them essential. What that means, we have to get it through our food, and the other 11 is synthesized in the liver accordingly. Now, when it comes to protein, which is building blocks of your cells, these lipid and protein metabolize in the mitochondria. Carbohydrate metabolize in cytoplasm of the cell. What that means, if you have a cell like this, then the outer layer is cytoplasm. Inside layer, there are little things, they call it mitochondria or power cell. What that means, it means they have all the power the cell needs to produce energy or do whatever it wants to do in the cell. As long as you understand that lipid, protein, carbohydrate needs to be eaten together, then you go all the way carbohydrate, all the way protein, or all the way lipid, you're still going to get energy, but cells need different kind. It's like a little car that needs different door that you can get in, for example. Then in dieting, if you go one of these three, it helps you. But at the same time, some cells get what they're supposed to get, some cells they don't do, which is that. Then let me explain one more time. All these coenzymes can be found on vitamin B. And vitamin B is not the one that you buy in the store. Vitamin B is the one that you get it from the whole food, meaning the food that you eat every day, not the one that's added. It says added this or added that. It means they went in there and just, pushed something in there. But in nature's, everything is in a right amount for us to receive. Then the people who are having problem with energy, this is the cell. We just explained it to you that what happened to the cell. And on my next video is going to be more different pathway, different body, and different hormones, and different physiology, and different thinking, and different many other things in life that you understand how stress helps to become obese. Please subscribe. We'll talk to you next YouTube video. Hopefully, that's my first one. Hopefully you understood. If you have any question, please write in a comment. I'll be glad to answer it. Thank you very much for your attention.